Do you know I was a male stripper in Seattle?
No.
Swear.
What was your name? Rain Man? That's Sean Kemp?
Yeah. Oh,
I'll tell you, I've
Could we
never spoken
guess?
about this. I'm going to tell you.
Wait. Let John have guesses of your stripper name.
You're never going to guess the name.
Is it a masculine type name or is it feminine? Is it a mixture of words like Marilyn Manson?
Yes.
Pop culture from the 70s, 60s?
I would say it's a kind of a 70s-ish thing.
Now, John, think.
Fran Tarkington.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, close. Is he close, though?
No.
Senator
All right, tell us.
My name as a stripper in Seattle was Horace the Nerd.
Oh, wow.
I would dress up as a character. I would dress like the Band-Aid and the glasses and like the blood,
like Urkel.
The blood like Urkel. That's how I would dress with a boombox. And I would go into public places like restaurants, wherever I was ordered, wherever, like a bachelorette party in a bar, right? Or in a back room of a bar or an office, like an office. And I would have to go, let's say it's an office, and I would play Pretty Woman by Van Halen. and
Beautiful girl.
And they'd say, what is this guy? What's he doing here? Now, everybody else is in on it except for the one who they bought it for.
Yeah, so great. Do you know what the next Lotus Notes Shorty episode is going to be? John, what do you think?
Yeah, that's Horace the Nerd. Horace the Nerd is the title. Horace the Nerd.
I never publicly spoke about this. So this is 1982, 83.
I was going to ask you, what are you doing in Seattle? How did you get this? Is it the Navy?
I chased a girl there.
Of course.
I chased a girl. I couldn't find work. I was a young kid. I had a really good body then. I was working as a nude model for art classes and getting $15 off the books cash an hour.
Okay. Yeah.
So I met a woman in the art class who said, you have a good body. I do a go-go service. I have girls that work for me that go out and strip, but I need guys because we get a lot of calls from bachelorette parties. Would you be willing to do it? I said, let me think about it. And I took her card home and I thought about it and said, you know what? I'll try it once, and if I can't do it, I won't do it. So she sent me out, oh my God, it's like yesterday on Seattle. If you know Seattle, it's a lot.
I was there once.
There's a lot of islands around Seattle, right? And the ferry boats in the Puget Sound, they take you to these islands. There was a bar on one of these islands I had to take a ferry boat to with my boombox and my Horace the Nerd outfit, and underneath I wore see-through mesh purple G-string, like see-through, like it hid nothing. It was just, I don't know why you had to even wear it because it didn't hide anything, and it was like a G-string, like a girl would wear, but it would hold your nutsack. I had to go to this back room with these drunk women, and I had to do my Horace dance. I'm like tripping and falling, and my glasses come off. But as the song gets further and further along, and it's garments begin to come off my body, the dance becomes more real, like more serious, until the last part. I'm a full-fledged stripper, really doing it with nothing on but my little purple G-string.
Have you got any photographs of you dressed in any way from back then like that? We would love to have something like that.
No.
So how long did you do that for?
A year.
This is a crazy life.
It never ends.
He's had.
It's a crazy life.
You seem like a mild-mannered man now, but this history, back in 82, you're stripping.
I ended up staying with this stripper. She was a prostitute. She wasn't a stripper. She was actually a prostitute. And I ended up, she gave me her couch to sleep on because I had left my girlfriend at that point. I had nowhere to stay and wasn't ready to come home. So she goes, why don't you can bunk with me. You can stay on the couch. So I remember I was living on a couch, and she would go out on job. Like, she was a full-on prostitute. She would tell me about the clients when she came back. And I remember while she was out one night, I opened the freezer, and there was a dead squirrel in the freezer, frozen. A squirrel, full squirrel, fur and everything on it. And I remember it freaked me out so fucking much. Like, why is there a dead squirrel in this woman's freezer? That I grabbed all my stuff. And I was only out of the Navy like 2 years. So I took all my stuff. I still had my Navy duffel bag, and I shoved everything into the bag I could and took a cab right to the airport. And I went home and never went back to Seattle. Yeah, that was That was the end of it.
You know what that story's like? It's like Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. Remember she was a prostitute?
Yeah, it was exactly. Can I tell you? It was exactly like that. Exactly. The man knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And she said, "No, I have somebody here now."
Yeah, Christmas Day.
If we just take our heads and switch them, that would be exactly what it was like.
Good Lord, John, was your time in Seattle as riveting as this? 'Cause this is
I went to the Grunge Museum, which is an amazing place. I totally recommend it. No, this is crazy shit.